for Conor McGregor.
This one's for Conor McGregor. And for Keen Gaming, I mean, this is a really talented squad. They absolutely worked Team Ukraine in the previous series. They beat a very strong eHome team 2-1 in another intense series too.
They're going to pick up Nature's Prophet as well. Oh, that's the second hero in the OP support list. They got both of them. I don't know. I don't know if you actually want both of them on the same team, because that means you have a no stun support duo. But, you know, this one's for Connor McCuckoo.
The thing about it, guys, is like we didn't go to China. You know, we're with them. We stand with you. I just sat at home, didn't make any money, and I was like, wow, at least I've got the respect of people on the internet.
At least Twitch chat respects me, and then you come here and you're like, oh, shit, they don't. No one remembers.
So Ursa is the counterpick. I'm kind of surprised that they decided to take Ursa here. I guess it's okay against PA, but it's a physical damage dealer that, pretty much only relies on right clicks to deal damage against a PA.
All right, but counterpoint, William.
Yes, let's hear it.
When you are Fury swiping on PA, when you miss, you don't lose a charge.
That's not wrong, but at the same time,
so you just keep swinging super fast over and over again.
Is that the?
I mean, you're gonna hit him eventually. If Auto Chess has taught me anything, William, it's taught me that attack speed is OP.
I've never played that game because I ain't about it.
I love you, Blitz, but would it hurt to shower? See?
The
psychoanalysis continues.
I literally took a shower not even 8 hours ago.
I think when I saw William, his hair was still wet from.
Yeah, because
he had just got done with the gym.
I just finished leg day. I took a shower. I brought donuts for everybody.
But would it kill you, William?
Just take a shower once in a while. I mean, the chat's good. I like it. They're funny.
Venomancer to counterpick the Ursa.
Yes,
is it good versus Razor? I don't know.
It's not bad. I think it's nice against Lich. You don't have to rely on your physical damage dealing. So it's not that bad in that regard. Keep them coming, guys. You guys are going to keep us alive for tonight.
Shower every hour.
I like the Conor McGregor.
The BTS office is very nice. And we actually have a bathroom in this little office that we're in right here, this little room. And it does have a shower. You know, it really needs a shower, though. It's Venomancer pick.
Ooh.
It's gross. It's dirty.
I love Veno as a hero.
Why?
Oh,
all right. Real quick, I'm going to point to the screen. You see that Red Bull can that old 11 was just drinking out of? Red Bull in China is garbage.
It's also like in a gold container. It's really confusing.
Just imagine Red Bull, but with no carbonation and more of a vitamin taste.
It's very interesting.
It's so bad.
All right, so Puck is in fact the last pick. I like what TNC have done here. What they're trying to do is they picked two cores that can deal with the Ursa and the Razor. You have two ways to disengage. If you look at Keen, they really only have one hard form of catch, and that's the Dark Willow. I do not count Lich's Sinister Gaze because it's not that reliable.
Sure.
And so they decided to take the Doom because they needed some way to deal with that. I think this Doom is going to have the Doom problem, though, where you're not really sure who you're supposed to Doom. Because he has 3 viable targets. What would you take?
Well, it's hard to get it on Puck because of phase shift. I would probably put it on PA. PA is really reliant on actually daggering and jumping on people to get her damage, so you could just kite her from there. I mean, if you're jumping first in a fight, obviously, like Puck and Veno is like really value. But who would I take for Drass? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was gonna say who would you Doom if you because you're the offlane player. You play more Doom than I do. I'm not known for Doom.
I mean, I don't think that I think Doom is good here for other reasons though. I think Doom is good because it's a good offlaner against Chen. I think it's Like, I think it's just gonna outscale. I think the regen factor is really good versus Veno. Like, Puck's gonna have a hard time bursting you down. Could be a pipe carrier for the team.
Very true. As we are getting into the game, let's let the music play itself out. Actually, it's like potentially 3 more times. Let's go.
3 more times.
Give it to me. I have no idea why this is here, but I won't ruin it for you guys. What the? I'm so good. I'll never get over that.
And we're in to the pause. There's some sort of audio issues.
This is where the music would be.
Yeah, we need to keep playing it out. Build the hype up even more.
Yes. That's.
I feel like
Puck.
that's a frequent problem for tournament organizers. Is that they want to hype up the game,
And then the game immediately pauses.
well, not even that. It's just like Dota is a slow build up, you know.
Yes.
So when are you supposed to hype it up? You're supposed to hype it up like the best tournaments have figured out. You just hype up. This is the matchup sort of deal, and then they don't hype up each individual game, because hyping up each individual game and then you go into a draft.
Yes.
It's like you were hyping up a football match and then went into a chess match instead.
And that's essentially what Dota is. Dota is like the weirdest game to commentate because you don't want to overly hype things that aren't hype.
Yeah.
You just kind of want to like chill, let things sort of take its own place.
It's got to be natural.
You do have to be natural in this game. I can't fake hype is the problem. I wish I could do that. Just go nuts for over nothing. But if I get excited, I get excited.
Oh, I can do that. It's what being a play-by-play caster means, William.
Yeah?
It means being a deceitful, fake person.
I see. Not me, though, dude.
Yeah, you're keeping it real.
That's why sometimes people say I'm boring, but when I get hype, like EG versus eHome, or, I go nuts.
Somebody's name in Twitch chat is 0 to 100, not very quick.
That's a good name.
It's a good one. And here it comes. The end of the pause approaches. The G's have begun to drop. The singular G's, not the double G's. 3, 2, 1, and away we go. The grand finals. See, it just doesn't work. That's why AC was so good with his hype intro, where he went directly into introducing the players. Because that's about all you could really do.
Yeah. My favorite thing about AC was the thing where he spent like 45 minutes reading every person's name in Twitch chat.
Yeah. That's some dedication.
All right, so whose draft do you favor in this one? Who do you like? I know you like Willow a lot as a hero.
Yeah, I do. TNC's lineup, I mean, looking at their lanes, they're going to have the Veno into the Ursa, the PA into the Doom, which doesn't sound bad either. TNC's lineup is like a lot faster too. I don't know. I think I kind of like TNC just for the combination of laning phase, and then I think they might just like snowball from here. Because like as well as Doom can deal with like harassment and stuff,
Oh.
This is all physical damage
He-
harassment. You could see, like, his 0 armor he's just getting shredded. And you really need to get to, like, level 3 before that harassment starts meaning nothing to you. Look at this. TNC gonna poke their heads behind the tower, see if they can force Old Chicken to just TP to the tower, which will feel like a waste. It's not going to. He'll just cop a couple hits from the Chen instead. Mirrored movements in the mid lane. Both drop a branch on the ground, eat the tree with their shared tango.
Yeah. So what are we looking at here? We have. I think this this bottom matchup is okay for this Doom. I feel like the Willow.
Well, I mean, the problem is the Willow doesn't really do a whole lot
Yeah.
for you in the first, like,
He can't
2 or
fight
3
treants
levels.
is the big thing.
Yeah, and then, like, as a Doom, you can fight Chen really well because he only brings, like, 1 big creep. But Furion's a different beast.
I like what Kak is doing here. He's just pulling the creep wave. I think he realizes, like, okay, Old 11 has no armor. That's the downside of playing against these treants.
Can he get the body blocks? He needs to
He's
get the
got it, he's
treants
got
in
it,
front.
he's got it.
Oh, shit!
Tims is going to get the first blood. He did, I'd say, like, an above average job with that.
Yeah.
As they might even get more here.
Shit,
Kaka,
is Kaka
for some
gonna die
reason.
too?
Yeah,
Gabby
she's
managed to
gonna
pick
get
up that
daggered.
kill. The Centaur stun misses out on Gabby. Gabby is
He's
gonna die to the tower, but maybe that's for the best, honestly, just because he was so low.
Can you click him? Did he have a salve? Oh, he had fairy fire. Okay, so he wanted to die.
Yeah, think of that situation. Like, you're gonna have to wrap around
You have to go
the
all the way
tower.
back.
You're gonna have no regen.
You're gonna have
low
to send
HP.
yourself a salve.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal too, because the amount of XP that you give up as a level 2 hero is not that significant as Armel getting harassed up a little bit here by the hasted Razor. I have yet to see Armel lose a mid matchup, by the way. The closest I saw was in the previous game where he got solo killed.
Yeah.
By the Shadow Fiend, but he was winning in CS.
Do you think that this matchup is favorable for Razor? Razor versus Puck? It is, right?
I think it's actually okay for Puck because the Razor, if you hit twice, the Puck can play the range game. It's really annoying playing Razor against max range heroes, just because you can play the hit and run type of style.
Gotcha.
As we see in this top lane, Old Chicken just gonna get slowed up, and in fact, this Chen is actually doing
that is
quite a bit here.
Fearsome little ghost.
What an unimaginative name, Ghost.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta call it like it is, William. You know, like our casting.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely not Webboss doing ops work.
No.
Not to sell our obs down the drain, but
Lich is gonna go suicide to the Radiant tier 2 at top lane. Our obs will miss this. Oh, Furion actually thought he was gonna TP in time, but canceled it.
yeah, I think he's better served at just staying in this bottom lane. Although, good for Keen because they were able to get the side pull off, which is really annoying that you're not really able to defend that as Radiant side.
Dude, Old 11 did it again. He didn't get Devour level 2 and got Infernal Blade level 2 at 3. William, do you know why that's such an astonishing fact to me?
Why?
Because Devour goes from 3 regeneration rate to 8. On top of that, you drop another 10 seconds on your cooldown to Devour.
Oof.
Which means there's more time where you have 2 different creeps that
And in
you're
this mid lane,
devouring.
Puck has gotten the majority of his damage taken out, so he's just going to have to reset the lane. That's 105. Curious as he's going to go get a regen rune at bottom. That is so lucky.
Chen setting up at the top lane. Does have both the Ghost as well as the Satyr, which is super important. Gonna slow down Old Chicken with the Ghost. Keep laying out that magic damage from the Harpy Stormcrafter. If they spot Old
dead?
Chicken one
Yeah.
more time, they are going to be able to get him, actually. Raven with just the poison damage is going to take him
Dark
out.
has
Now
no
Dark
TP.
is going to be found as well. The
He's gonna
Ghost
get
is going to
ghosted.
slow him down. Get ghosted, son.
Get ghosted. This offlane has been way too good.
Yeah.
Venomancer Chen. Would not have expected that lane to go as well as it is going. The Venom, in fact, is highest when it comes to CS in the game. As Nature's Prophet just getting into a fight. Obs, will you show that? He's potentially killing Willow. No, he's going to disengage, but we got to see none of that.
Willow's going to have to run back to base. Looks like he is going to be going for a 4-1-1 build to maxing out the Bramble Maze.
Yeah, bottom lane, Old 11 just copying some damage, but should be perfectly fine here as Tim's doesn't really do the most damage in the world. And meanwhile at top, this lane continues to dominate as the top 3 net worth of the game already belong to TNC. And I will say, viewers, the easiest way to win professional Dota is just to win 3 lanes. You get to do whatever you want. The rotations are a lot easier because none of your movement has to necessarily be forced. At 5 minutes or 6 minutes into the game, it just turned 6. They're already up 3K. They've done such a good job at setting up these lanes for themselves.
And because they have Furion and Chen, like, not only are those lane-winning supports, they're also tower-pushing supports.
Yes.
And you can see for the Chen here, who's got himself an extra Siege Wagon.
This is quite bad for Keen because I just looked at their lineup and their only wave clear really is the Razor Q. It's the Plasma Field and that's it.
That's not great.
They don't have the best way to deal with creep waves coming in, especially against this Chen. So when he steals catapults, you actually can't stop this. They can just continue to go, and that's exactly what it looks like they're going to do. They're going to set up with this double catapult. And I'd like them to just continue to go top because it's not like Razor or Doom are going to rotate out of their lanes. These are also laning-based heroes. Yeah. This is the crazy part is that Keen heavily prioritized the laning phase with their cores, and they're going to lose the laning phase potentially in all 3 lanes.
Bottom lane, the Doom's trying to get some harassment onto the PA, but now with Armel here, it's going to make things a lot harder for Old 11 as he's going to be stuck inside the coil, gets hit by another orb, and that should be the kill here. Is Armel or... Oh, man, he's just regenning so much. Fortunately, they do finally kill him. Dark Willow's going to be forced to TP out.
Yeah,
and away from that puck. And yeah, look at that.
Look at top. They can't do anything about this. They've got double catapult. They have no way of killing the creep wave. The Razor's now going to TP in for this, but even his presence isn't that annoying. He's the only one that can deal with this. Is the hard part for them. Because the Ursa has to try to catch up into the lane, and this is going to free up some space from the supports. TNC's decision to pick these supports that win laning phase over these cores that win laning phase have definitely paid off.
Yeah. 6-1, 8 minutes in, a 4,000 gold lead. Experience, slight lead for TNC there, not quite as big. And we're going to be seeing Hanamitis, which is just going to make it even slower. I'm not saying it's the wrong build for Ursa. Ursa Hanamitis is massive. Oh,
they can't defend him at all.
Yeah.
I think you're just going to lose. I genuinely think they're going to lose this top tower. They're going to lose this mid tower. At some point, the PA is going to get 2 items. They're going to rosh, and the game's just going to be over.
Yeah, I think so too.
This game is...
even better when you have a Chen and this sort of thing happens, because like we saw there, the Chen is able to just pull the puck in and they just have superior numbers.
They're thinking about bottom right now. They're sending out the pings. They're trying to slow down the Doom's game. I think he's the only person that can really do something about this. The Ursa's so far behind in net worth, and this hero doesn't come back very easily. As you see the TP from Tim's, the
Dude,
TP
they just
in
all
from
show
the
up.
Chen, the globalist of global strats. As Old 11, I mean, he was doing the best on this team. He's going to get taken down quite easily. And the Razor just has to run around the map, trying to stop pushes. Did he max out Plasma Field? I'd imagine he did in this game, because he probably realizes the situation. Nope, 2 levels of it.
2, 3,
You're going to lose all your towers then.
You certainly are.
You can't defend this.
And Razor, even with maxed out Plasma Field, he doesn't one-shot melee creeps, right?
Both supports have a higher net worth than this Razor right now.
Jesus. They're going to spot Tim's, manage to get the pull into the brambles. That'll prevent Tim's from getting away. They just doubled their kills.
Hey, now he is higher net worth than at least the Nature's Prophet. So
that's true.
So a 7,000 gold lead. This was like a really sneaky 7,000 gold lead too. You didn't really notice that it built up this quickly.
Yeah, there wasn't some like big massive fight. They just been winning and kind of always been winning, and
yeah, this is a really straightforward game for TNC, as the Ursa's going for Midas, but this is going to make his game real slow as Tim's even going for the D ward, making it hard for them to play in this jungle area. The Razor's going to set up around mid. He's really their last bastion of hope at defending towers. Him and the Lich. Like, wherever you see the Razor going, Dark has to follow, because he has to just spam Frost Armor on these towers to try to slow this down as much as possible. And look at the timing of things, too, from TNC. They're going for these pushes with the catapults. This is a very deliberate timing. And Keen is reading this. They're saying, okay, we've got to bring more heroes for this. Dark is preemptively setting up. Wherever Razor goes, Dark has to follow. That has to be the new strategy of this game.
And that just means, at this point, TNC could slow it down a little bit and just play a bit split, more farm-oriented, two-man coil.
Where's the follow-up here? Is Old 11's here now,
like
too.
They're super keen to just dive.
Haha.
I did not.
Raven already has a mech, by the way, at 11 minutes. So there's a very good chance that unless he gets doomed, it's going to be a hard fight. As Old
All right, your
11's
Willow's a
running
hero now. He's got level 6, so maybe. I mean, not like that, but maybe.
With these Venom wards and this siege creep,
Yeah.
they can just hope for the deny. They don't even get that. And the orb in! They're going to find Dark as Armel doesn't have the coil, but Kaka's also slowed up. He's going to go for the TP, and he also dies to the orb.
No.
Armel's just pushing forward.
He got the Sprout too?
The silence so he doesn't get doomed. Armel is just styling on him right now.
He just keeps running forward, threatened with the Doom. He does not jump to the orb as a result.
Armel's working him.
Okay,
and the coil.
now he coils old
He's
11.
showing off.
11 snaps it immediately. He's just getting burst down. This is just sad.
This is a disaster. Old Chicken, I don't know if this Midas is going to have the same payoff as you think it is. Is the Razor's now coming in, but with so many wards, so many creeps down, and Gabby, he's just farming during this entire time. His team doesn't need him to participate.
Yeah.
They're winning the game, no problem. The Chain Frost is going to fly out. Raven is going to get hit by it a few times. I'd say, does he have mech up? Yeah, he does. He's got mech and a 10-stick.
Yeah. So he's going to be able to heal a good amount, and, well, he hasn't actually leveled his ultimate yet, so this is probably not a winning fight for them.
Yeah, he's probably dead here. Yep. He's going to get feared up. Probably just abandon him here. But the tower is getting quite low as AU's just going to go for the TP. Kaka's coming through with the most optimistic ulti of all time. And
oh, they got the puck. That's a big kill.
This is huge. This is huge. They need stuff like this. Is Armel.
Can he Sprout save him? Block off the Doom? Oh, the Plasma Field nicks him. He has to go for the deny. Won't be able to get that either. And there goes the Terrorize. That's going to be wasted. But still, a unstoppable kill streak.
Don't you just go again? No Doom.
Sure.
No Doom up.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best part about this is that your PA is just farming. She took complete control of this time. She's just like, I'm going to hit creeps. I'm not needed for these fights. Even if they lose 2 heroes, they've made so much space for their PA that it doesn't really matter. And I think PA is the best hero in this game.
Yeah.
And having all 3 of these cores farmed up like this, Cap, means that the Doom's job, like I said, it gets even harder. You become this, what do I Doom at this point? If I don't Doom the puck, we probably don't kill him because we just don't have lockdown. If I don't Doom the Veno, he gets his mech off and he just keeps laying down wards. If I don't Doom the PA, she gets the Blink Strike on top of my 2 supports and kill him in 2 shots. Key here is to try to prevent Roshan for as long as possible if you're Keen. But I think that if you're TNC, you just continue to 4-man up because, well, there's not a whole lot that Keen can do about it.
How did your series with, how did the TNC semifinal go?
The one against White Off?
Yeah, because it feels like in my 2 series that I've cast so far, it's been like the greedier team is just getting hardcore punished.
Yeah, it was similar. TNC won in 25 minutes versus White Off in game 1. And they probably should have won in a similar time before they did like a mini throw when Solo made the best play ever and he stole the RP.
Mm-hmm.
Before that moment, it was too hard. And there are 3 heroes down here. They're starting to form up. I'd imagine they have to realize, like, there's nothing that they can do to fight against us here. But this might change things here as Kaka is invis, and He is spotting here. He's going to pop his ulti. Oh, we haven't seen that quite yet. My bad.
I was about to say. It's a good setup, though, by Kaka. This is getting Invis is such a big win for Dark Will because you can get Terrorize off. The channeling doesn't actually stop the Invis, so you could see the free initiation onto the Venomancer. They're just going to start streaming forward, see if they can catch anybody else. Unfortunately for them, it looks like TNC have fully disengaged.
Yes, yes. Well done. So Keen are, I mean, they're a very good team. They're doing things that they need to get back into this game. And Tim's is pinging. He thinks there's a ward down here.
Is Blade Mail on Razor one of those things?
Potentially. That's a Deso first PA, by the way. I think she wants the Roshan first. That's what that tells me.
Yeah.
Instead of, we've seen PAs almost universally go Battle Fury, regardless of the situation. But I think the Deso first tells me they want to Rosh, they want to end the game at a reasonable time. And Aegis is one of the best ways to deal with Doom. You know, you Doom an Aegis target, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Doom as a spell is the best when you use it early on in a fight, so that you can immediately make it a 4-on-5. By adding the Aegis into the equation, it just adds another ripple.
I was going to compliment the warding on TNC, but then I realized they have a Furion.
Yeah.
It's not really fair.
Just what that
you just TP anywhere you want, get some sort of aggressive ward down. That's not. That's warding on easy mode, man.
Mm-hmm. It's Gabby. Freely pushes out this mid lane. Keen's going to go for the 5-man. I think
they know they have to contest Rosh.
Okay, so here we go. Gabby, the Deso first. You're going to go for the Roshan here. There's so many heroes in the pit right now. And the Willow's
they going to wrap all the way around, or are they going for the Furion? Oh, don't tell me they're going for the Furion.
I think this Roshan's going to
You got to know about Rosh. All right, they know about Rosh. Terrorize, going to be able to catch 2 of them. Oh, the Levin's going to be able to get inside, manage to get the Doom off on the PA. Looks like the PA is going to be dying right away in this fight, despite the mech attempted save from the Venomancer.
Roshan's so low.
Roshan is so low. If Keen Gaming can actually finish this one off, but Armel burns so many of the heroes down to the Aegis. Goes to Tim's. Gabby will clean this fight up now as he's going to be able to get in. Old Chicken goes for the enraged TP out. He will be the only survivor of this engagement. That is a buyback for Gabby, yes, but in the end it was a 1-for-4 exchange. And
no Doom.
Roshan
Go down mid.
And Aegis.
There's no Doom. Just go down mid. They have no team fight now. 4 heroes dead, no team fight. Gabby's strong as hell. There's no Doom. That was the only way that you're going to kill any of the mobile heroes. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're in fact going to go top, but principle still remains the same. Lich is probably going to come here, try to frost armor the tower, try to delay things as much as he can. With Razor being up, they can probably defend this. I would think that TNC would just take the tower and potentially go back. Gabby, you're going to drag that stun in.
Okay. Gets his ally. Oh, but they stretched a little bit too far. They managed to get the coil onto the Razor as well as the Doom. Old Chicken's going to come forward, and they actually grab Tim's. That's going to be his Aegis, though. Again, the Furion with the Aegis. Kaka goes for the back line, trying to bring down Raven. Just didn't have enough burst damage. And look at that dagger crit comes out from Gabby. Nice 2-man silence with the Furion throwing down his ultimate. That's some additional AoE. All of Keen Gaming are quite low. Old Chicken comes out of the little hidey hole that he would poked his head into, but he's just getting body blocked by Tim's and styled on him. Whether it's the Sprout, whether it's the Treants that are currently blocking the Razor, allowing Gabby to clean up that kill as well. Mass buybacks out from Keen Gaming, and it looks like TNC will reset for now.
But they have the ability to just continue to heal, bring people in. The Veno's going to go get mana. The Chen's going to bring him back in. The Nature's Prophet can do the same.
And the Puck's got boots of travels.
This makes it so hard to stop this push at this point. They know that all the buybacks have been committed to from Keen. 18 minutes in, you've taken your first racks without an Aegis. This is the difficulty of the lineup situation that we highlighted early on. You look at Keen's lineup, you see that they literally have no wave clear. They have no way to stop the wave. They have no way to split push. They can't put pressure. They were meant to win the lanes, Cap. They put 3 different core heroes that all in on the laning phase, Ursa, Razor, and Doom. When you don't win the laning phase like this, the 2 supports on the side of TNC just took over.
I mean, it's just a dream that the fact that Venomancer, even though it was picked before, it actually had a winning matchup against 2 different heroes, right?
Yes.
It went against Doom as well as Ursa, so there wasn't that option of, hey, let's run the Ursa into the PA and let's get a winning 1v1 matchup against that Veno.
Mm-hmm. Now they're going to smoke up, try to run into Old Chicken. Here's the silence, the coil. Ursa does have the enrage, but
10
he
stick
actually
charges,
dodged the,
enrage, TP out.
he actually dodged the Gale. Probably would have died if he got hit by that.
Man, he didn't even TP back to the fountain directly.
I can't believe Raven missed that. It was pretty much point blank, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's very well done by Old Chicken.
Blink Dagger next for the Doom. Can't feel great about his progress right now. Thing is Doom wants a slower game. Like, he's a pretty good hand of Midas hero, but failing that, he's got this really sick 15 talent. The 150 extra gold for Devour. That is a massive amount of GPM just purely from Devour. So you want to be able to, you want time to be able to get that, and then enough time for it to really start kicking in, and you could develop yourself into a secondary carry with some great late game items. But this game is moving at a very quick pace, too fast for the Doom to be able to keep up. That is now 4 heroes on the side of TNC that have a higher net worth than anybody on Keen. The Chen has more net worth than the Dark Willow and Lich combined.
Good math. And the Razor is no longer a hero.
Yeah.
So 4 of the top 5 net worths. They're in a good spot. Just dewarding a sentry, Tims. Nothing else there. They have complete map control. They're up 19k at 21 minutes. There's a BKB on PA. Everyone's farmed as hell. Everyone's got items. I really hated doing what I did at the 13-minute mark where I was like, yeah, this game's done. But you look at the
not
lineups.
a whole lot else to say about it.
Yeah, you can't. There's just not. They drafted themselves into a corner.
The hype will happen when TNC
they have to
brutally
dive.
throw the game.
Yeah. They have to dive. Right now, Keen's only hope is to hold high ground and hope that TNC really overextend. I've seen TNC play that game against White Off. It is possible. Don't get me wrong. They're going to smoke right in front of their base. As Raven does have a Rod of Atos, and they're in fact going to jump on the Doom. He's their only real way of lockdown. They need to try to protect him, and he is going to live for the time being.
The Frost Shield actually protecting him here. They do hit the Terrorites, only on the Venomancer though, and that means the PA can jump back in if he wants to. The puck was unable to execute the Doom. He got so low 2 different times there. They are going to have a brief moment here where they're going to be able to hit the tier 3 while the rest of the heroes are
Kaka
still
is
healing
playing
up
with
in the
Faye
Dire
right now.
Fountain.
His continuous just staying in front there is he's silenced right now. If he gets staggered once, he will go down.
Yeah, he's got to be careful of that puck for sure.
Yeah, and the double catapult doing work is Old 11 getting gone on now.
He is just so squishy somehow despite being a big tanky Doom.
And
he's forced away once again. More daggers come out. Raven thinking about trying to go for the kill on the Lich, who turns around and goes for the Chain Frost, but they quickly split up.
Old
Only
Chicken's
hits
looking,
2 heroes.
And he's trying to find a way in. As Kaka's going to TP. Treants are going to get laid out. The Nature's Prophet will brings everybody to about half. Armel with the snipe. And a smoke by Dark. I mean, they're trying to do whatever they can to get in, but with the wards, the Nature's Prophet Treants, is the Doom. He's so quick on the triggers. Armel gets the silence off. That'll be the kill on Old 11 before he gets a single spell off.
The Razor running in, trying to steal the damage. Look at that. Gabby managed to use the Phantom Strike to jump to the Chen to break the static link. And plays like that are quickly going to force Keen Gaming out of this game 1. What a goddamn dominant performance by TNC. That's the way you start a series in the grand finals.
Is this the finals? Because